Hello, everyone, and welcome to Edelweiss Essentials, the Library Edition. My name is Jane White, and I'm the Library Success Manager. In this short video, I will cover a few of the most important things that will help to make sure your user experience with Edelweiss is the best that it can be. First of all, you should set up saved filters. Saved filters will help you sort through the 1.1 million books on Edelweiss to find those books that are the most relevant to you. Let's get started. First, click on Saved Filters up here in the right-hand corner. Then what you're going to want to do is click on Add a New Filter. What will be displayed is all of the publishing companies as well as something that says Edelweiss Vendor. Just click on the down arrow and it will display all of the various things that you can use to filter to find the books that you need. As you can see, you can limit by date, subject, age level, and others. You will also see a Dewey filter. I caution against using the Dewey filter for searching for new titles, as not all of the publishers supply us with that information, and you may miss out on some titles. So all you need to do is add the criteria you want, but you are going to want to use subjects. As you can see, right now it's looking across all 1.1 million books in Edelweiss. So go ahead and click on Subject. And what will be displayed is all the subjects, the BISAC subject headings. You'll notice the minus, a plus, and a down arrow. Plus will add that criteria. The down arrow shows you how to further refine. So if you want fiction for yourself, you now see that we're down to 198,000 books. But I can further whittle down the fiction to only look at those things that I'm interested in and minus out those that I might not be interested in. For example, if I'm not interested in adaptations, I don't like alternating history, I'm just choosing things at random. You can just keep minusing those out. And as you can see, your numbers are changing down here as it's looking at those books that have those subject headings that you're taking out. The next thing you might want to add is a publication date filter. So I want to see all of those books that are fiction starting today and looking out that are going to have a publication date publishing in the next month, or if I click on the down arrow, maybe in the next 2 or 3 months. I'll just choose 2 months. Now you can see there's 2,193 books. And then you just name it, what I like to read. Click on Save. And now that filter is looking through all of the books on Edelweiss, and it's now going to display only those books that meet the criteria that you have set up. It's taking a little while. You can see that I've added some other filters. I added a filter for just the Abrams Publishing Group by just clicking on that publisher and adding a date range filter so that it shows only those books that are coming. You can set up as many saved filters as you like so that you can, again, narrow the focus to find just those books that you want. The saved filter will then display all 2,193 books based on the criteria that you have set, and you can go down and see more information about any of those books. Once you've set up all of your saved filters, you can go back to your home page, and what you're going to want to do is add a widget so that you're adding the saved filter widget to your home page by just clicking on it. And that way you'll be able to easily access your saved filters whenever you want them. They're constantly running, so you'll always be able to see an updated list of exactly what's happening with them. Next up is Buzz. This is the area to see which books are getting the most attention in the book industry. In particular, we're going to look at honors. Honors are those titles that have received some kind of recognition in the book industry during the time period that you designate. You can change the time period by clicking here. Next to where it says honors, just click there and you can just add. So if I want to look at those things that have gotten some sort of honors in the last 3 months, I can do it there, or I can use this calendar here to also set the date. Recognitions include starred reviews in the library literature, for example, Booklist, Library Journal, Kirkus, SLJ, Hornbook, and Publishers Weekly, or awards like Indie Next, Caldecott, Newbery. Honors is an excellent way to ensure that you don't miss out on any titles. You can add saved filters here by clicking on where it says Apply Save Filter to further narrow down to see those honors in the area that you're doing the selection in, so that you can either do your saved filters to look at those that you've set up, or Edelweiss has set up a number of genre filters that you can use. So if you wanted to do collection development in the health and fitness area, to see that those books that may have gotten starred reviews or some sort of recognition within the books community in the last 3 months, unfortunately I chose the one wrong, health and fitness has nothing there. You can do so by just clicking on the Add Save Filter icon to be able to find those books that have gotten those honors. You can also do it by, to clear a filter, just click on the filter and click on clear. In the Buzz section, you can also refine those results rather than add a saved filter by just going along the left-hand side and looking for specific categories. So if you wanted to look at things in more than one category, rather than applying the saved filters individually, you can just tick the boxes next to the book, to the categories, and it will add them all together so that you can look at multiple things at once. The numbers in parentheses relate to the number of titles that are going to be there. If you are an Alpine, Basecamp, or Summit subscriber, you will also have access to this information up in this green bar, which is the sales or circulation data for these books nationwide among the independent booksellers or those Edelweiss libraries. To switch that, right now it's looking at US public libraries 3 months back. You can also just change it so that it makes regional sense. I'm in Ann Arbor right now. I can click on Great Lakes retailers to see those things that I have chosen that have gotten an honor in the last 3 months in the Great Lakes retailers. I have this sorted by sold percent, so I can see that Eric Larson's The Splendid in the Vial is actually selling really well in the Great Lakes area. It's gotten a Publishers Weekly starred review. It is an Indie Next winner, and it was also selected for library reads. Again, you can sort that by that criteria. So you can see how useful this Buzz section can be. Honors isn't the books that have been published in the last 3 months. It has gotten an honor in the last 3 months. If you want to sort by refine by publication date, you certainly can by going over here and looking at those dates and just selecting them. Finally, DRCs. As you can see, you can have more than one DRC widget on your home page by just clicking on Add Widget, going to Review Copies, and adding a DRC widget. You can choose one to have your favorites, those books that you want to read, or you can add them for a specific subject area for those books that you're responsible for selection. If you go to the Review Copies page, what it will tell you are those review copies that have been loaded in whatever time period you select. Right now it's selected for the last 14 days. You can apply a saved filter, again, going to get those books that are going to be the most useful for you. So if you wanted to go to your saved filters and just look at your favorites, what it's going to do is it's now going to show you only those digital review copies that meet the criteria that you have. It will tell you if there are print review copies available, the ones that are available for immediate download versus the ones that are available to request. For the requests that you've made, it will track those where you have made the request but haven't gotten an answer yet, those where you've been approved or those where you've declined, and those books that you've actually downloaded. The publishers are responsible for any approvals. Sometimes they get a little backed up, so please be patient. For help in setting up your e-reader, please go to the library training page by going up to the right-hand corner under Help, click on Help, click on Get Help, click on the librarian training page, and you will see a section called Review Copies. Click on Read, and it will show you everything you need to know to be able to set up and receive digital review copies, including how to download to various devices. It will give you step-by-step instructions in order to show you how to do this. And that's it. If you do these few things, I think you will get the most out of Edelweiss. If you have any questions or want to inquire about subscriptions to get the sales data, please email support@abovethetreeline.com and we will get back to you. Thank you very much.